Came here to say who won it from the jump. We came to get exactly what you want. Came here to say that you don't really want it with us. Yeah, we live, you know. We came here to say that you don't really want it with us. Yeah, the sports show.
Yerrr.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the Yerrr Sports Show. I am your host, the Wise Brother, a.k.a. Big Baby, a.k.a. the soul of R&B. And to my right, we have the queen herself, Air Infinity, Miss Outside, Tay Hova, 100K Tay, Queen Tay. What's going on?
What's up, everybody? I haven't really been outside like that. I've been working and working out, and that's it.
Hey, that's outside enough for some people. That's outside
I
enough
hear
for
that.
some people. Yes. But, yeah, I saw you online. I saw your last class. For people who don't follow her, I'm not going to put her business out there. But there was some moves he was doing that I know you probably be using when you outside. So
can I just say that I can't dance? That's number one. Like, I dance like Mary J, kind of, but like it used to work in the early 2000s when I used to dance all the time, but now I can't dance worth a shit. Them people was dancing all around me, and like there were women in their 60s, there was women in their 50s, and I'm sitting there like, oh.
Hey, you was surviving. You was making it happen. That's what matters.
Yeah, try something new. Shout out to Diva Dance of Brooklyn because they invited me to take a class and it was really fun. It was something different. I'm used to like lifting weights and flipping tires and stuff like that. So it was a good little change. And I do Pilates too, but like I'm not graceful whatsoever. So it's like I don't know why I be putting myself in these situations where I have to be kind of graceful. Like I wasn't graceful from the moment I entered this earth.
Side quests. You got side quests are needed. You can't just do the main missions all the time. The side quests have to happen.
Facts. My father always tells a story. When I was born, I was the girl. I was born screaming, not crying.
Screaming.
I was born screaming to the point where he would call me Screaming Mimi. Yeah.
Oh God.
I came into this world screaming, and the doctor said, "Here comes trouble."
Ta-da.
Ta-da. Sarate.
Sarate. I keep telling people, people don't understand how much I say that throughout the day sometimes. Whenever there's something like when I shrug at something, I just Sarate, whatever.
Sarate.
You know about my business. But like, what do you say? I'm like, nothing. I ain't business. Don't worry about it.
Like, whatever, bro.
Right, whatever, bro. But so quick story before we start. So we've both seen The Wiz before, right? Really good, really obviously, but really good movie. A lot of people, I've ran into a lot of people who haven't seen it. I think you should. Anybody who likes The Wizard of Oz should definitely see The Wiz.
Absolutely.
In general. So
absolutely.
You remember the part where they're meeting the Tin Man?
Yes.
Right. So me and my sister and my one of my homeboys, I think no. So the first part of that, we would just sing "Slide Some Oil to Me," and my mom would get so annoyed. Like we would just sing "Let Me Lubricate My Mind" like the whole time. Like, shut up. Right. And then after that, when they're going to meet the lion, the part where you hear the do-do-do-do-do-do, oh my gosh, we used to annoy the hell out of my mom. So shout out to my mom.
Shout out to your mom for many reasons, but shout out to your mom for that. Yo, I remember as a kid, we used to gather around to watch movies like that. like The Wiz, The Last Dragon, even Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee. We would gather around to watch like Crooklyn and like different classics. Like people, it's a lost art. Like the black classic movies that you don't really get them
Yeah,
anymore. Like
yeah.
the Five Heartbeats. Even
Hmm.
the Temptations came out when I was a little older. Like the Jackson movie that came out, like Color Purple, like stuff like that. Like we used to like it used to be a whole event. Like the family would gather around and watch it. It would come on like network TV, like Channel 11 usually used to put those movies on. Like even some of the like more mainstream cult movies like Howard the Duck we used to watch too, and like Weird Science and stuff like that. Like it used to be like a real big thing. Like that is such a lost art, and it kind of shows like where we are now as a society. Like people don't gather around to watch different things. Like even like Friday. I remember when Friday came out, all me and my friends, we were fiending when the tape came out on in Blockbuster. And we just all sat in a group. It was like 15 of us in the neighborhood. And we just sat in my friend's living room and watched it. Like it's so crazy. And then when you think about like The Wiz, like that was like a cultural staple. Like I think I watched The Wiz before I watched Wizard of Oz.
Hmm. I don't know. I think I might have watched The Wiz before I watched Wizard of Oz.
I think I did
Yeah.
because
So,
it would come on Channel 11. The Wiz,
yeah.
the Wizard of Oz, and like the Sound of Music, and like Mary
The Sound of
Poppins and stuff like
Music.
that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Joe, a
I
deer,
rem.
a
Yes.
female deer, Ray, another golden
Going
sun.
son. Yep. Yep.
Me, a name
Oh.
I call myself, for
Wow.
a lullaby way to run.
They really had a yo
We were
like when
watching
people.
musicals back then.
Mhm.
We were watching like they had the original Parent Trap on TV. We
I
watched
remember that the original
yes,
Parent
the
Trap
Parent
was
Trap.
so good.
Yes, it was so
I,
good.
I watched a Parent Trap like 50, 11 times. I can't even.
Yes, I love
I think
that
I had
movie.
the,
I used to
I
want a
think
twin so bad.
yo yo that was such a good movie. But going back to what you were saying about just people gathering and watching movies, like I just remember coming into the house and like maybe later on the night, oh, we're gonna watch this movie before you go to bed, and we'd all
Yeah.
sit around watching the movies. It was at a point where I watched this Five Heartbeats so much. Like I said, I know the movie by heart. Like
Yes.
I
I
know
know
the
it better
movie
than them.
like
I know it
right.
better
Me
than Robert
too.
Townsend.
Right, and he wrote the shit.
Yeah.
Like
I got nothing but love for
love for
you,
you,
baby.
baby.
Oh man.
They don't make movies like that anymore. We also don't have any creative minds like Robert Townsend anymore, who deserves all the credit for a lot of things that he doesn't get credit for. So
Underrated. Underrated king, man. Underrated king.
yeah,
I mean, they gave him a sitcom in the 90s. Like everybody had a sitcom. His was The Parent Trap. I mean, no, it was The Parenthood.
The
His was
Parenthood.
The
Yep.
Parenthood. Yeah. And that was a pretty solid damn show.
Hmm.
And it came on the WB at the
The
time,
WB.
and that's
Yep.
when it was like it was Parenthood, Wayans Brothers. There was another one that people don't talk about at all. It was, I think, I'm like, Steve Harvey was a real popular too,
Yeah.
but then there was another one, Nick Freno, licensed teacher. And
Ah.
and no one talks about that anymore. And then there
You
was
remember?
another one,
You
Unhappily
remember
Ever
Rock?
After. Of course, I remember Rock. Rock
Yeah.
came out in the early 90s. I think Rock
Yep.
came out when you were born. And I remember Charles S. Dutton, like the depiction of you know what I have to really say? Even though the 80s and 90s had a really horrible real life experiences for black people in
Yep.
America, we really had some people to look up to on TV. You get what I'm saying? We had like the Fresh Prince. Like I always found the Fresh Prince to be corny. I never really like. I thought that show was corny as hell. I really liked Hillary Banks and I liked Ashley Banks, but I thought the show was corny. But like you had a different world. You had Fresh Prince. You had Rock and the messaging and the lessons. You know, you even had the damn Cosby Show. You know, you had all of those series after series after series, and it's just not like that anymore.
It's not be and it's like the transitioning into streaming, and I think it's also about just catching people's attention. A lot of people are unfortunately not into that stuff anymore, and just transitioning from that to whatever we got going on now. I am excited about the different world reboot, or the reboot that's coming on in September on Netflix, where it continues on the story.
That's
That's
my
gonna
favorite
be.
show of all time, by the way.
I haven't
Everybody says
rewatched it.
Martin. Yeah, everybody
Martin
says
Freeman.
Martin. I like Martin. I loved Martin as opposed to like I thought the JB Fox show was corny too. Revoke my black card if you want
I
to.
know I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I only like when like Jamie was singing and stuff on the show. Other than that, I wasn't really like into it. Like if it was on, it was on. Again, you can revoke black cards if you want. It's not a bad show. I just wasn't like,
No,
oh
it
my
just
god,
wasn't
I'm
my
going for the.
thing.
And I
Yeah.
like the intro. And I like the intro song.
Yeah,
That was pretty
here
much
I
it.
come, here I
Here I
come, here I
come, here I come.
go.
And then the other one, the one after that. Yeah,
And then
but
you
yeah.
know Moesha. Me and my
Mo to
sister was
the
talking about this.
eat to
E
the.
to the that show was so good until
Yes,
they effed around and made Ray J's character until they brought Ray J's character into the whole fold.
he was just messing
Dorian
up
was
everything from
so
early.
annoying. And then when it came out that he was Frank's son, I stopped watching.
Mm. I think I saw an episode the other day when they found out Miles was smoking weed, and
Oh my god.
they kept trying to blame Moesha.
And it
Also,
was
Moesha is mad toxic. Like her, the character is toxic.
yes. And you know what's so crazy? We got into a talk about how long Usher's been around. People don't realize that Usher has been around for 31, 32 years. Okay? Usher's been out since 1994, right? He was my favorite boyfriend of Moesha's. I did not like Q as her boyfriend. I loved Jeremy was his name. I loved Usher. From I wasn't those girls that was like a Usher stan, like wanted to like date Usher, but I loved how he was presented at that time in the 90s. Like his
Yep.
image was very, very strong. And it
Hmm.
got me to thinking, okay, before we get into the topic, let me just say, you know that Monica song Before You Walk Out My Life?
Is that gonna be one of the songs?
Can I just tell you, I love that
Okay.
song to the core. I love that song to the core. But as I age, that song should have been sang by a man. Okay, imagine, all right, that should have been an Usher ballad. For that time,
Hmm.
like, it was already a hit. And Monica did her thing. Monica was that girl, okay? Miss Thing. But I feel like that's so, when you listen to, like, the lyrics, it is more of a masculine song to affect. Like, it's very rare that a woman is like, never meant to cause you no pain. I'm thinking in my 42 years on this planet, have I ever in my life was like listen to that song and was like, I only want to make things right. No, and I never was. So I'm like, now if Usher would have sang that song back then, I think it would have had a whole like people would have been falling in love.
I felt well the same way they fell in love when him and Monica did slow jams.
Oh, I
But
love that song too.
yeah, they did great for sure. I and also one last thing, because we're definitely gonna get to the topic. But I miss, and I was talking to somebody about this the other day. I miss when you used to see these shows, and like you hear the crowd erupt when a celebrity just walk on.
Yes. But you know what I also hate about those shows? When the main character's mom would dress up real nice and they'd be like, ooh, and she looked like straight trash.
Trash, garbage, doo doo.
Like, doom. And like, they're like, ooh. And every time Stephon Urkel came out, and they would like lose their minds over Stephon Urkel. Like I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't do it.
Goddamn CJ McCullough. Like,
He really do look like fucking
they
Stephon or
they look
Kyle
just
Davis.
alike. I know he'd be fighting for his
Yes.
life for sure.
Yes.
For
Yes.
sure. Oh man. But yeah, shout out to those times. We're not gonna get them back, but we can always remember because
It was such a time.
it,
Oh
it
man.
it was. Oh man. Speaking of the time, this is Tay's favorite time of the year coming up for sure. The NFL season. NFL is officially back. They are middle. Yo, yo, I ain't gonna lie. Whoever wrote the ballot for that for Fox,
Yeah.
he was chefing that shit up because
Yo, he
that's
made it every game, and it will probably be like
yeah.
the Giants versus the Cowboys, and it's the trashiest game in the season. But you know, the
Back then, the Redskins versus the Bengals, and it'd be
yes,
like the worst game. But you hear do 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 do.
and you
I'm
just sitting there
like,
like,
yeah, I'm gonna watch
let's
this
go.
right after NASCAR. It's like right after NASCAR because NASCAR will be on early. If it wasn't on early, you will have football from like maybe 11 in the morning to
Mm-hmm.
8 o'clock at night. And
I
now
I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Now, like, you see, basketball season is one thing, but football season is another. Because it's let you know, like, fall is here. Like, summer is over. It is time for your Sundays to be full of anxiety and stress and all that good stuff. Like, I cannot wait for it. I'm excited.
I know you are. And I will say shout outs to just the world of sports in general, but the NFL expanding because now you have football on Mondays, some Tuesdays, you have it on Thursdays, select Saturdays, Sundays. It's like during the season, it's a lot of football now versus maybe it only being on 2 days a week, Sundays and Mondays, once upon a time. So and hopefully, last year they kind of fixed them Thursday night games that nobody was watching for a little bit because them Thursday night games were just trash. Some of them,
Yeah.
but then like as the season progresses, like oh, all right, cool, and now they're going heads up against the NBA on Christmas.
I
That's
mean,
gonna
I want to watch it. I mean, I'm only gonna watch whatever Knicks game, against the Spurs. I'm definitely gonna watch that. I might end up just going.
that might be a matinee game if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, I might just go. But I really love football season. Even though football season has not given me much to cheer for over the past couple of years, I still enjoy it. It just brings me to a time. It just feels great.
And can we give a big shout out to Queen Tay, the reigning, defending, undisputed champ of Pick Five, a retired game that we used to play, where Tay kind of just went to work, and I was like in last place all the time for the most part because I wanted to
There was
razz the
one
dazzle the
season that you
picks.
weren't. There was one season
Yeah,
that you weren't.
I was riding high, but then you caught up, everybody else caught up. I was like, what? But
And the
I
one
like
year I lost to Peter, I was one game behind.
you were one game behind. It was a missed pick in a week where you weren't sure about the pick anyway. You still made it. I remember that. And you said that. You were like, I'm not even sure about this one. And then it was just 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2,
I
and then
went
the
on a
Super Bowl.
streak.
Yeah, yeah. It was insane. A wild time indeed. But the NFL, the ESPN earlier in the summer put up a top 10 ranking of the quarterbacks that they think will be the top quarterbacks of this season. Starting out with our favorite heartbreaker, Josh Allen. Um, Patrick Mahomes, who had a little bit of a low season last year due to, I
He was
believe,
injured,
he was, yeah, due to some
significant injured.
injury,
Yeah.
and not just him, just the pieces around him. Matthew Stafford, had an outstanding season, and that's coming from me. how I feel about Matthew Stafford. Joe Burrow at 4, who was injured most of the year, but they still feel like he is going to have a breakout season. We'll get back to
Yeah.
him. Number 5, Lamar Jackson, who was always in playoffs and MVP talks, but hasn't been able to get over that hump. Dak Prescott at number 6. Dak Prescott had a really good season last year,
Sure did.
surprisingly. 4,500 yards passing, 30 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 67 percent completion rating,
Yeah.
completion percentage, 99, damn near 100 quarterback rating. Justin Herbert, who we've looked at a bit, not we've paid attention, but we've looked at a bit.
Not really. Yeah,
Not
kind of
really.
like
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay. I like Peter was looking. Peter was that was his guy. I remember
hmm
that. So, so Justin Herbert, he had a pretty decent season. Drake May of the Patriots, who, as people say, they had a cupcake schedule, but you have to play what's in front of you, and they won those games. They won those games.
he still had a 72% completion rate. Let's be
Right,
real there too.
right,
You get what I'm
right.
saying? And he really did protect the ball. 31 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 31 to 8. That's not a bad rating at all. That's not a bad ratio. You get what I'm saying? So I think Drake May, I I think they kind of have him ranked a little too low for my liking.
I I agree. I think if they're going based off the Super Bowl, I get it. That Seahawks defense is something else.
That
But
Seahawks defense didn't give them a chance to do much. And
no,
it was shout outs to their defense because there were a
hmm
few times that other quarterbacks shit the bed in the Super Bowl too. It's one game any given Sunday. And that
right,
just wasn't his Sunday.
absolutely. So we have Jared Goff of the Lions. Again, Jared Goff has been the model of consistency for a while. Um, even in Detroit with 4,500 yards, almost 4,600 yards, 34 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 68 completion percentage, and 105, almost 106 QB rating, which is insane. And then Caleb Williams of the Bears, who none of us thought the Bears were going to be any good, and they decided to be good last season. Uh, he rounds out the top 10. If you had to move anybody up or anybody down, well, we'll start with up. If you had to move anybody up, who would it be?
I would have definitely put Drake May over Joe Burrow. I think
I
that
agree.
to me, that's like the most striking thing. I would move Drake May up. I would move Joe Burrow down. I would have put Dak over Joe Burrow as well, given last year's numbers. Lamar Jackson's number 5. I think that's a perfect place for him to be. Um, Justin Herbert is a sleeper. No one really talks about Justin Herbert until it's time to talk about Justin Herbert. I am
Basically.
not happy with Jalen Hurts not being on this list.
Mm,
Even though the Eagles have not been as impressive over the past couple of seasons, if you really want to get technical, if Josh Allen ass is there, Jalen Hurts ass could be rounding out that top 10 over Caleb Williams. That's just what I'm saying. I mean, if you really, because Josh Allen being number 1 is all like legacy stuff. It's all people still buying into the hype that Josh Allen and the Bills are still legitimate contenders. Now, mind you, I will say this season, I do feel that this season may bear differently for them than usual. I have this little inkling. I know we've said it in the past before, and we've said it ad nauseum, but it is really do or die for Josh Allen.
for the
Josh
second
Allen
year in
is
a
like,
row.
yes. Are you gonna be Dan Marino or are you gonna be you can't be Tom Brady, but are you gonna be Drew Brees or Matt Smith?
Yeah, yeah. Like, I mean, neither are a bad thing, but with what he
Neither. I mean,
has,
Dan Marino to me is the greatest quarterback to never win the Super Bowl.
mhm,
But and
Yeah,
I think to be honest with you, I'm gonna say this too. I do think Mahomes is too high.
I agree.
I
I
hate to
agree.
say it. I truly hate to say it. You can never count out Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. I'm not going to take that from him. I'm not going to dispute that. But I do believe this is the same type of situation that we got into when we first started the show. When ESPN put Aaron Rodgers as the quarterback of the decade, right? Tying him for Tom Brady. Now, mind you, this difference is a little stark. I mean, Mahomes has some Super Bowls under his belt. You get what I'm saying? Like he's like the super team up. They were the super team for a couple years. But when you look at this list, you put Drake May. You know what? You would still put Patrick Mahomes in the top five. But you wouldn't put
Yeah.
Joe Burrow in the top. You shouldn't put Joe Burrow in the top five. And for me to say that is hard because I love Joe Burrow. I feel
Mhm.
like Joe Burrow is a very solid quarterback. I think that he got the shit under the stick when it came to injuries. And because I saw his work at LSU and I thought that this kid was the next face of the league. Legit. I was all in on the Joe Burrow train. You get what I'm saying? But
Same, same. I
same.
still am.
Yeah. And when they made it to the dances and when they made it, he looked as if he had the chops. And you know what? He still has the chops. But I feel like when you have like the Drake May, when you have Jared Goff and the Lions, they disappointed me last season.
I know they did. You love you some Dan Campbell and them
I
Lions.
love me some Dan Campbell. I love me some Detroit Lions. I love the city of Detroit. I love that team. If I had a secondary, I used to like the Chiefs a lot
You did.
years
You did.
ago. And it's one of those things where everybody loves you until you win too much. And I felt like after a while they just didn't do it for me. But when you look getting back to this list, I don't if you don't put Josh Allen number one, you have to put Mahomes at number one. I'm sorry. Like it's just that's the like it
Hmm.
is hard because who else? Matthew Stafford had a bomb ass year last year too.
That was gonna be my number one.
Yeah, but because if you don't have, but the thing that's the sad part about it is being you will never be number one when there's Allen and Mahomes still. They're still trying to make this rivalry a thing. They're still trying to make it a thing, and I think that ship has sailed.
It has the let's be for real. That AFC is a dogfight. That whole conference is a dogfight. And yes, Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen sit at the top of that, but Patrick Mahomes is the only one that's been able to capitalize on it. Whether was his team, whatever. But we can't sit here and act like Josh Allen hasn't had the opportunity to, right? Last year, Josh Allen did what he needed to do. I think last year was probably one of the only years I can say, all right, well, Josh, that's probably not on you. You did what you could. But every other year, y'all going heads up against one of the greatest quarterbacks of the generation, and y'all not able to get it done. You wasn't able to get it done. I think before the end of the year, though, Matthew Stafford with the high-powered offense that he's gonna have this year, and that defense being able to kind of do their job, Matthew Stafford is probably going to be. He might move up to two, maybe one, depending on Allen and Mahomes. I don't see Lamar, and I love Lamar Jackson, one of my favorite quarterbacks, but he keeps regressing, and that's my problem. He's more regressing than getting better, even with the talent. Um, Caleb Williams, yes, I would actually probably put. You just said his name from the Eagles.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I would put Jalen Hurts there as number 10. He had a down year, He's what, a year, like 2 years off the Super Bowl at this point. Um, say I think people can say what they want in terms of, well, the running, the running back and the offensive line and this that, and the third got them there. He's a field general. He has to get people in the positions, regardless of how AJ Brown felt or whatever. You got to do within the best interests of the team to win. You have Saquon Barkley, this generation's Adrian Peterson at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You have to feed the person that they can't stop, and at the cost of maybe your passing numbers. Hey, that Super Bowl check and being able to say, yes, I won a thousand Super Bowls, whether it be because of the running back or the offensive line, cool. But the quarterback has a cannon and he can make the passes. But yeah, Caleb Williams, he had a hell of a season. If it wasn't him, I think Jordan Love played pretty good last season too. He could have easily
I
made
was
it
gonna
inside there
say
too.
Jordan Love. I
Jordan
was
Love
gonna
could have
say
made it on
Jordan
that top
Love.
10 too.
Yes. I was gonna
Mhm.
say Jordan Love. I thought that Jordan I was you took the words right out of my mouth. And I was just thinking like I was like, yo, Jordan Love had a pretty good like year last year. I really thought so too. I think, maybe top okay, I could give him top 10, you know? I thought he
Yeah,
had a really good year.
I think so too. I really think so too. But this list is definitely going to change before the season is up for sure. Um, for I guess the teams we need to watch, and I apologize for how I put this inside the rundown. I'm looking at it now. But ESPN's top 10 teams this year are starting at number one are the Rams, who were 12-5 last year. The Ravens, who were 8-9 at second. The Buffalo,
How?
right, right. The Buffalo Bills were in third at 12-5. The Detroit Lions at fourth at 9-8. The Seattle Seahawks at 14-3. Winners of the damn Super Bowl. They're number 5 team to watch in the league. Bet, right? This number 6 is San Francisco 49ers, who are always injured at the worst time and can never win a damn Super Bowl in this era. Number 7, we just mentioned Jordan Love. They beat the Green Bay Packers at 9-7-1. Number 8, Joe Cool and the Bengals at 6-11.
How do
They
you
won.
put the I don't understand this list.
These are the teams. These are their top 10 teams for next season. Number 9, the Kansas City Chiefs at 6-11, and number 10, Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. Now, if we're looking at these stats, just how these teams performed, the Seattle Seahawks were like they scored about 28 points per game, giving up 17, 51 touchdowns, 47 sacks. They threw 15 interceptions, fumbled the ball 26 times, lost 13 of them, and they got 18 interceptions, 9 fumbles. Like this team was pretty good all year
I don't know though. You
for
know
them to
the
be
thing
number.
is with the C. I think the thing is with the Seahawks, they knew when to win. You get what I'm saying? Like, but when you look at them on paper as opposed to like, other teams, like they had. I mean, the Bills had a better defensive turnout than they did. The Ravens, I guess they're going by the defense more than the offense. Because when you think about it, right? Even though Seattle had 28 points per game, their opponents had 17 on average. So it was still one score games for the most part. You get what I'm saying? Like 11, but you're averaging like most of those games went down to the wire. You had like the Rams were a little bit more like dominating to me. I'm surprised that the Rams didn't win it all last year.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford was like I said. I was on the Matthew Stafford hate train for years just because, but like he's had seasons. He's had really good seasons these past couple years, last year included, and I don't think it's gonna get worse. Yes, he is an aging quarterback, but the way their team is comprised, they have a bomb offensive line. They have bomb skill players. So for them to not be on this list with them picking with their pickups of Devontae Adams and also continue to keep on Puka Nakua, it's like really. mm
Mm-mm.
mm. I think the team that I probably out of this list I probably did not want to see if I had to choose. Um, if I had to take one off this list, as much as we just gave praise to the Green Bay Packers, I probably did. It's not a team that I would want to look at all year. They are top. They are going to be a top team in the NFC. I'm not sure they should crack this particular list based on their performances last year. But again, Jordan Love did what he had to do last year for the most part. So, mm-hmm. The
I mean, if I
Bengals.
had to be honest, if I had to be honest with you, some of those teams, the Lions didn't feel like an 8-9 team.
No, they didn't.
They didn't, even though they missed the playoffs. Like they didn't feel like an 8-9 team. Like you didn't think. I guess after the impressive showing that they had the year before, the years before, that you thought that this was the time to kind of break through. Um, if I had to be honest with you, I feel like they put a lot of stock in the Bills. And the Bills are a great regular season team. They're
Mm-hmm.
even a
Phenomenal.
great first round team, usually. When you see Josh Allen and the Bills, you know you're gonna have a tough day at the office. Regardless.
Regardless,
Having
like you,
yeah,
I don't know. You can't
like
tackle. Can't tackle him.
no.
You can't tackle him. It's real Brownsville outside for sure.
Yours passed, but I heard yours
Yeah, yeah,
before.
my has too. But yeah, I think this the NFL aficionados put way too much on the Josh Allen train. You know what? This is gonna be a tough take, but you remember when Peyton Manning and Tom Brady were in the league, right? And everybody was even though like everybody was just like Peyton Manning, Peyton Manning. And Tom
Mhm.
Brady slowly but surely creating his legacy till it was too much to bear. That's what it felt like for me. And then people are gonna be like little nerds and be like, no, everybody was always talking about Tom Brady. No, they wasn't.
No,
No, they
nobody
wasn't.
besides like the talking heads. The talking heads rode him till the cows came home. But to be honest with you, we were spoiled. We had an embarrassment of riches in the 2000s, like the latter 2000s, with quarterbacks. Because it was a time when you had Tom Brady, you had Peyton Manning, you had Drew Brees, you had Eli, you had what's his name, Roethlisberger. Like any of these guys at any given time were the guys. Aaron Rodgers, any of these guys were the guy, right? Nowadays, you have Mahomes, you have Josh Allen, and you have
Lamar Jackson.
Mahomes, you have Mahomes, and you have Josh Allen. And then after that, I feel like they should put more respect on Jalen Hurts' name. I don't
Yep.
feel like he gets enough respect. And this has come from somebody who's not an Eagles fan, by any stretch of the word. But you have this weird, like pendulum when they're trying to make Burrow the new face. They're trying to make Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart, if he didn't magnify himself early this summer, he would have been the league's golden boy. He messed up by being shown with Trump. He did. Because now they're saying that now, like it's a political. He made it political, unfortunately for him. And he can't stay out of concussion protocol.
No, he can't. So we will definitely be seeing a lot of Jameis Winston this season for sure. Um, he had LASIK now a couple years ago, so he can see now. So we
I
cool.
love me some Jameis Winston too.
Jameis Winston makes Giants football so much fun. I like Scatterbo too. Like he's RB1 for us now. So
I sat behind him at a couple of Knicks games, right behind him, but legit. He's a wide dude. He's a stocky ass dude, legit.
it's funny because I was watching some some wired some mic'd up football, and every time he get hit, he would laugh like the shit tickle. I'm just like,
Yeah, he likes that. He
he
likes
do,
that.
he
And
do. Like,
Jameis Winston, I met Jameis like twice. And solid, funny, spiritual, bubbly, warm human being. Just a dope ass human. In a former life, I worked at a lot of arenas and stuff like that. And like he was a guest of one of my colleagues, and just warm. He was an active player. I think he was playing for the Saints at the time. I think he was with the Saints. And like you would have never known that they had just lost the game the night before. And he was just so like, I was like, yo, he gonna make me root for the Saints. I like Jameis Winston. I do. But out of
I do.
these teams, the only team I'm confident in, honestly, and I hate to say this, I'm confident in the Rams. I'm
Hmm.
confident in the Bills because the Bills are an amazing season team. The
Hmm.
49ers are a really amazing season team too.
Hmm.
And you know what? The Chiefs are not going to be as bad last year as they were. They're not going to be as bad this year. I don't see them being world beaters anymore. I think that time has since passed. Like you said, Lamar Jackson is regressing. These guys have been in the league for a long time now. They're not spring chickens anymore. You get
Yeah,
what I'm
no,
saying? They're not.
yeah, 1,000% right.
This
But
is this had and I feel like we've been saying this now for the past 7 years. Josh Allen, Josh Allen, Josh Allen. Father Time is starting to make his descent onto you, right? He's a little far. He ain't there yet, but he
yeah,
has jumped into his ship and he is getting ready to make his way towards your ass. Okay?
he's setting the sails right now. He's
He's
hitting a
getting
couple
ready to set
stops.
sails.
He's hitting a couple stops along the
He
way.
done docked. He done took the boat off the dock. Okay? He came for Russell Wilson
Quick,
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 right?
quick.
So Josh Allen, he's going for Aaron Rodgers first.
Oh no, he got to get Aaron Rodgers
He's getting
up
him. He's
out of
getting
here.
him. He's currently that. This is where he's setting sail to.
Right.
He is
He
setting
has.
sail to Pittsburgh.
He's going to
Okay.
Pittsburgh like first.
Yes.
First.
Yes. To take Aaron Rodgers and his AI wife to wherever the hell they need to go.
Because Josh Allen, you 30 years old. It's still a little bit young in QB age. It's still a little young in football in general. But
It is not that young, honey. It is not that young. I feel like we've been talking, praising, glazing Josh Allen since the beginning of this podcast. And I am so tired of glazing this dude because it's time for you to show and prove. Because I don't glaze, okay? And the fact that we've been like, Josh Allen's going to pull out with he's going to pull
it,
out.
it's literally been me and you every season. We like, nah, Josh Allen gonna do it. Josh Allen gonna
Yeah,
do it.
Josh Allen!
Yeah, Josh Allen. And then
Josh!
last year, I was like, I can give two shits about Josh Allen. Really,
Facts.
like I don't
Facts.
care because all he gonna do is piss me off, and so I'm not with it. I don't even care. He can do whatever. I hope.
But the
I hope
script
the best.
writers, let me tell you something. The script writers in the NFL this year, they're gonna have some drama. Cause last year, everybody even forgot that it was Patriot. It was Patriot Seahawks, right? You see, I forgot.
Yeah.
And people cared more about Cardi and Stephon Diggs than they
Mm-hmm.
did. I don't even know who won Super Bowl MVP. Isn't that sad?
Um. Uh,
And I was there.
oh yeah, that's word.
Remember?
Yeah, you were there. You were definitely there.
I was in the building and I forgot. All I remember is Bad Bunny putting on a performance of a lifetime.
Hmm, crazy. So Josh Allen has been in the league since before we started the show. So he's been in the league since 2018.
Okay, so all right. So
It's
Father
wild.
Time is moving slowly.
It's moving a little. It's moving slow. It's like he looked around the corner a couple years, but kind of just like, you got it, you got it.
Yeah.
Oh
All
man,
right. He got another, a couple years.
he got
You
like
know
a
what? No. Father Time is coming before people start saying he's washed.
yes, yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, no, I get you. I got what you meant for sure. I got what you meant for sure. So just moving forward, they say these are the top 5 games to watch. Week 7, Chiefs versus Seattle. Patrick Mahomes versus the defending Super Bowl champions. Can Seattle prove that they are still the NFC's team to beat?
No. Next.
Eagles Cowboys on Thanksgiving. I wish these two teams would just tie and call it a day. Like, I hope the game ends in a tie. Like,
The Cowboys are gonna cowboy, guys. I'm gonna be
always.
honest with you. They're gonna do really good this season. I have no doubt. The Cowboys are not like I don't have the vitriol for the Cowboys like I used to. Because I kind of feel bad for Dak Prescott.
I do too. Okay. I thought I was tripping because I was like, damn, you doing everything you can, man. Like, like some and like I said, I'll never feel bad for Tony Romo, but Dak Prescott, damn, bro. Like,
Yo, you saw how he
you
lost
try,
it.
bro.
You saw how he lost his fucking mind recently, Tony Romo.
Yes, yeah, completely. Like, what in the fuck is wrong with it? You know what? We gotta move forward. No more Cowboys talk because it's enough of that. They got Bills Rams on here. Josh Allen versus Matthew Stafford, of course. A potential Super Bowl preview. I do not think this will be a Super Bowl preview. I'm not gonna lie to you. Neither of these teams are making it to the Super Bowl, y'all. Like, I'm just gonna let it be known. And if I'm wrong, I'm happy to be wrong. If one of them makes it, but if both of them making it, yeah, nah.
Yeah, no.
It's not in the script at all. It is so far out the script. It's not even funny. Seahawks Eagles. Seahawks Eagles. Um, huh.
I don't think anybody cares.
I don't think anybody cares about this game, and obviously we are not the type of the stuck up show to be like, oh my god, this means everything. No, we're gonna tell you how it really is. Nobody cares for this game at all. Nobody's going to care for this game when it comes on, unless it's the first game of the season, which it's not. Unless it has playoff implications, which it probably won't for either team. Both teams are going to make it to the playoffs regardless. Both teams are going to make
Yes.
the playoffs.
Because
Bills,
the Eagles are winning the NFC East.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
But
I
imagine
don't.
if it's the Cowboys though. But just
They're gonna
imagine.
they're gonna lose.
Just imagine, and
I can
just
I can see
imagine.
it. I can see a world where the Cowboys lead our division, the NFC East, one of the hardest divisions, if not the hardest division to play in, right? Outside of the AFC East, which is black and blue over there. They keep that, right? So if the Cowboys win, it would have to be a super decline in the Eagles. The Commanders have to be just completely bad, and the Giants have to just be the Giants. So hold on, I think we have somebody who wants to say hi. Yup.
What's
Stop
up,
down.
Almondy?
What's up, Albany?
I'm Almondy. What's good, y'all?
Not
Not
much.
much. We sitting here talking about your favorite quarterback, Josh Allen.
Not my favorite. Fuck that nigga. Fuck him.
Damn.
Fuck
You
him
came
and the
in
Buffalo
hot.
Bills. Fuck him. I told you, since the Knicks won the championship, I'm very disrespectful. I'm throwing
You
Franks.
disrespected another New York team, though.
Oh, look, fuck Buffalo. Buffalo don't count. What do we ever said anything positive about Buffalo?
I
I
mean,
don't even know where
we have
Buffalo
been.
is in New York State. I don't even know where Buffalo at. They ain't never even been to Buffalo.
Matt, stop saying
I have.
stuff. I have to. Stop saying you don't know where Buffalo at. You know exactly where Buffalo is at, bro.
Not in New York State. Oh, the only part of New York State I've ever
Are you
been to.
crazy?
See,
I
look,
don't.
see,
Look. I've been to
see.
Syracuse. I've been to Poughkeepsie. I think that's it. That might be it.
Poughkeepsie is like up the block, bro. Like
Low key, I kind of count Staten Island and Long Island is upstate New York too, but that's just me.
you
Okay.
did bad in like social studies for sure, didn't you? When you had to read a map or some shit, right?
I just count it because I really don't effectively take Staten Island serious. Because, I don't know why. I just don't.
Staten Island to me is like part of Jersey,
I gotta relax.
but you got to relax
That's what
about
I'm
not
saying.
knowing where upstate, where Buffalo is at.
I know
but,
where upstate is at. I just don't know where Buffalo is. I ain't never been to Buffalo.
It's upstate.
Like, what do you do for fun in Buffalo? Besides get annoyed at the fact that the Buffalo Bills is your only team.
Jump through tables and stuff. But wrapping up, the very last question I want to ask is, because we'll ask this question probably 2 or 3 more times in the season, but we'll ask it for the preseason. What team wins the Super Bowl this year?
The Bills.
No.
Y'all,
Stop.
y'all trolling. Y'all are trolling.
Stop doing it. Stop doing that, bro. We're not doing this. Remember what we agreed on last year when we talked about the Bills? We talked about the Bills last year. We said, look, if there was no better opportunity for them to shake the room than last season. And what the fuck happened? Fuck the Bills.
They got shook.
Fuck Josh Allen.
They definitely got shook. They got shook.
Bills in one.
Bills in one. Listen, I think, see, look, it's real Brooklyn over here too now still again. But y'all both said the Rams and the Bills. The Rams and the Bills are egregious, y'all. Like,
there's no more.
Man.
It's the Bills.
I ain't gonna lie.
It might be Seattle.
Lock it in. It's the Bills for me.
It's the Bills.
Might be Seattle.
We got 2 more times to change it because we're gonna ask at the midseason. So
it's Bills number 1. Bills in 1, y'all.
Bills in 1, and you said Matt said Rams in 1. I said Patrick Mahomes. I think Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs is about to go on the hell tour this year, bro.
I'm not
why I don't think
they
so.
They're playing with his name right now.
You know why I don't think so? You know why I don't think so?
Why?
And I have to be honest with you. No, Travis Kelce looks washed.
Yo, did you see his? They showed him doing the little juke move. He looked like. I was like,
Travis Kelce's a little washed, y'all. That's what happens.
Well, yeah. Play his Swifty.
No, that's what happens.
They're gonna change his jersey name to Swift.
He should.
He absolutely should.
But no, that ass though. They don't got like they don't have a lot of the weapons that they had before too, man. And you know what?
The last time they won the Super Bowl, they didn't have that many weapons.
Yeah, but then they got the luck of the draw. You know, but I'll be honest with you though. I don't see it for the Chiefs. I see it for the Bills. Bills in one.
He playing around. I don't
And
know why she playing
no,
around.
I am very confident this time. I'm more confident now than I've ever been because
Baby, I'm not doing this with you.
the script writers are working over. They working 9 to 5. Got me working day and night. Watch.
I gotta go. I gotta go. Y'all, you tripping. I ain't doing this with you.
Got me
The
working
Bills.
day
No.
and night.
Uh,
See, now this is why people be getting at you on threads. 'Cause you be trolling people for no
I don't think,
reason.
listen, all, y'all worried about,
I've been quiet on the creek, y'all. I haven't really been going hard as I want to.
Say that's a new song. That's a new song of the month.
I'm not on that song.
Fire
I'm
the Creek.
sorry. Nope, 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 nope.
That's a
It
new
still
song.
spin that for
That's a new
me
song for
though.
the month.
I'll listen.
Me too.
I'll
But
listen to Spend That 1,000 times before I listen to Quiet on the Creek. I'm sorry.
No, but I'm waiting for the
you about to think
right.
you gonna think of something crazy.
I'm waiting for the right time to get back on my shit because that Royce White shit is it's still cooking, y'all.
It's still making rounds, and then as we wrap up, I want to say one thing for sure. Fuck Ennis Cantor, and here's why. He recently jumped
Oh God.
online
Uh-huh.
on Beyonce's internet on X. This man jumped online and said, "Sis, once I get drafted #1 in the WNBA draft in 2027, the first person I'm going to dunk on is Angel Reese. She is the W's Paul George. First of all,
Wow.
who are you to be calling anybody anything? As much as we get on Paul George is a 9-time All-Star. Paul George is one of the best two-way players we have seen.
He's a two-way player.
we have seen.
I mean, that would be a compliment to Angel Reese,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
don't see
He's
that.
not
But
saying
okay.
that as a compliment. He's not saying that as a compliment
No,
at
he didn't
all.
mean
Oh.
that as a compliment.
He didn't mean that like. Why would you want to dunk on Angel Reese?
But what makes you think that you can dunk on Angel Reese?
Right, like you're not gonna get knocked out the air. Like we just spoke about on the last show about how aggressive they be playing in the W. You think you're not gonna get touched up?
Girl,
Man,
bye.
no, don't give him any ammo calling him girl.
I can't
Or
wait.
you really
I can't
think
wait
it?
for Ennis Cannon to play like the rest of the WNBA players, and they clap his stupid ass. But you know he wanted outside of America. They on his ass
He
outside of
go
America.
he can go about his business. I don't care. Like this stuff, as we were saying, this stuff is only going to continue to pick up more steam until something is actually done about it, and whatever is done has to be set in stone.
You really
But
think this
that will
nigga
be
gonna
a,
get
that will,
drafted? He is not gonna get drafted.
we will see. He probably won't get drafted, and then it will be a whole nother thing. But that's for future. That's for future us. We don't got to worry about that right now, but we will continue to bring awareness to it as long as they keep talking about it. But
Fuck Ennis
that
Cannon.
is
Oh, shout out to your boy Wolf. I saw him the other day.
hey,
I think I saw him
we,
on Monday or Tuesday.
mm-hmm,
I was driving
mm-hmm.
and somebody was like trying to get my attention while I was driving. I don't pay no attention to nobody. I
Mm-hmm.
looked to my left and it was
You
Wolf
saw him.
ass
You
in
saw
the
him at his shoe
city.
job.
In the city, yeah.
Yeah. Shouts to Wolf. Shouts to Wolf. More no, well, that's not my line. I ain't gonna say that, but shouts to Wolf for sure. Shouts to Wolf for sure.
Hey guys, I gotta go. I
But
gotta go. I'm out you.
that is a
All right.
wrap for this episode of the Yerrr Sports Show. Follow us on all social media platforms at Yerrr Sports Show. Follow me at the Wise Brother on everything. If you see Queen Tay in traffic on anywhere, be mindful, proceed with caution.
Yes.
Follow BK Matt at Henny Bobby Brown 25, Mr. Albany himself, Mr. Diarrhea Lettuce. He's still recovered. He's recovered, but he'll never get over the diarrhea
Nah.
lettuce stuff. And he cooks a lot, so the other stuff that's out there that that's being recalled, he'll be right back on the toilet real soon. But for BK Matt, aka Eddie Bobby Brown, for the Queen Tay, is your boy, the Wise Brother, Big baby. Signing off. Peace.